Hey guys, welcome back to the channel and welcome to a brand new TV review. Today we're going to be talking about The Flash. The series finale just happened, so we're going to be talking about Season 9 of The Flash and the Arrowverse as a whole because it is officially over. The Arrowverse is no more. It's officially ended after like 10 and a half years. It is over. But before we get started, make sure you hit that like button and subscribe to the channel as it helps us get noticed here on the YouTube algorithm that just, you never know what it's going to do. So just help out, hit that like button and subscribe to the channel while you're here. If you like this kind of stuff, hit that subscribe button. Now, let's talk about The Flash. This final season, I was really hoping it would be like excellent, because similar to Arrow, seasons 1 and 2 of The Flash were fantastic, and then it kind of lost its way, but Arrow in like season 5 kind of gained its footing back and stayed strong for the rest of the series, in my opinion, where The Flash never really found its footing again. There was great stuff in each season, but there wasn't like an overall great season again, in my opinion, after season 2. And I still think that's true. I do not think the final season is great. I think it started off fantastic. The first 5 episodes of the season are an arc with Red Death. Javicia Leslie from Batwoman, she comes back playing Red Death. I thought those first 5 episodes were great. I was like, yes, this feels like back to where Flash started. It felt great. It felt good. It felt like there was stakes involved. And then, they wrap up that storyline in episode 5. And then episodes like 6, 7, and 8 were complete garbage, like nonsense. Like there was like a Cecile storyline, an Allegra episode, an Iris episode. It's like, oh my god, we were doing so good. And then we just get 3 episodes of side malarkey. Not that I don't like those characters and I love the actresses, but like, it's the final season. Can we just get substantial stuff that we actually really care about? And maybe that's just me being fickle. Maybe I just wanted to see, more Flash, more of that stuff. But it was, those 3 episodes barely had Flash in them. Like, it was really side stuff. And then we get into episode 9, which I thought was really good. It was nostalgic. You bring back Diggle, you bring back Stephen Amell as Arrow one last time. I thought that was good, great fun. And then you get into the final 4-episode arc, which I thought was good, but I thought that first 5-episode arc was even better. And I get the whole Eddie's back, that should tie up the show thing as it ties back into season 1. But I almost feel like maybe they should have been switched around. Maybe the Cobalt Blue storyline should have started the season, and the Red Death one should have ended the season, because I thought Red Death was such a stronger villain than Cobalt Blue. Like, there's 3 episodes of Eddie, like, fighting against the Cobalt, and then he finally gets it, does more or less nothing, and gives it up and, goes back to just being Eddie. It kind of felt lackluster. It was cool to see all the villains again, like Thawne, Reverse Flash, Zoom, Savitar, Godspeed. It was cool to see all of them in one frame, but it just kind of fell flat, especially when, no offense, like I said, no offense to, like, Cecile, but when she's beating Godspeed on her own with no problems, and there was like a whole season where Team Flash as a whole couldn't beat Godspeed, it just felt like they were really depowering the villains. But I get it, they had 1 episode to do all this stuff. And that's another thing, like, I thought they really kind of butchered Caitlin Snow's storyline in the final season. Like, they kill her off and replace her with Keone, which just felt forced and kind of stupid. I don't know if Daniel Panabaker, like, wanted to go off and do something else, and it didn't work out, so they brought her back as this new, not that interesting character. It felt like they were making shit up as they went along. It kind of felt like the same thing with Cecile. Like, it just felt like when they needed something on the show, they were just like, yeah, Cecile could do it. Just give her new powers just anytime we need something done. And I like that actress, but I just feel like her storylines were just all over the place. But my favorite character wasn't in this season a whole lot, and that's Joe West. I love Joe West. I love that actor. I love Joe throughout the whole run of The Flash. He's always been my favorite character, and I wish he was in the season more, but I get why he wasn't. He's not a spring chicken. He's going out and doing other stuff as well, and I thought this final season was going to be great, and it just ended up being good. I thought the last 4 episodes were solid. I thought the 9th episode was really cool, and I thought those first 5 episodes were great. But those 3, episodes 6, 7, and 8, really dragged it down for me. But overall, I did like this. I thought it was cool to say goodbye. The show wrapped up in a good way to where, like, the universe is going to keep going. We're just not going to see it, And that's fine. We don't need to see it. The Arrowverse provided me with many, many great memories. DC's not always been the best with their film track record, so those older CW Arrowverse crossovers were like the coolest shit ever when they were on. It felt like I know obviously much lower budget, but it felt like DC was right there with Marvel at times. When I was younger, it felt really cool. And there's some great spots in the Arrowverse, and there's some low spots, and that sums up season 9 of The Flash as well. There's some great stuff, and there's some bad stuff, but I thought the series finale had some good stuff. It felt a little convenient, it felt a little rushed at times. Maybe it was using the Speed Force at times, but overall I thought it was good. All the characters ended up in good places. The only thing that was kind of a bummer was that Cisco, Carlos Valdez, didn't get to come back and join in on the fun where, Harrison Wells, a version of Wells, gets to come back, and multiple other older characters come back, but he's the only one that really didn't get some closure on the show, which is a bummer, but he's busy doing stuff, so good for him. And it was a good goodbye. I just wish the season overall would have been as good as those first 5 episodes. So I'm going to give the final season of The Flash, the final season of the Arrowverse, a 7 out of 10. Those first 5 episodes, so good. The final 5, pretty good. Those middle 3, pretty terrible. So those really drag it down. So 7 out of 10. It's kind of... It feels weird saying goodbye to these characters, knowing that we might never see them again. Maybe if they do some big Crisis on Infinite Earths movie down the road, maybe we can see Grant Gustin come back as the Flash for a little bit. Maybe we can see Stephen Amell's Green Arrow again. We'll have to wait and see how that all pans out. And I love the Arrowverse at times. I hated the Arrowverse at times, but it provided me with lots of great content to watch in my formative years, so I will always be appreciative of the Arrowverse. And someday I probably will rewatch Flash. I've rewatched Arrow, so I probably will rewatch Flash somewhere down the road. But what did you guys think of the final season of Flash, the final season of the Arrowverse? Do you think it ended on a high note, or did you just ditch this show a long time ago? Let me know down in the comments below. Make sure you hit that like button and subscribe, as I said at the beginning of the video, so we can keep growing towards 300 subscribers. Thank you all for watching. I'll see you guys right here next time.